So back to the video, the second video of the Nike ID I customized. So it took about, say like about a month. So this was the third option they gave you after the camping campaign option, and then the second low top dunk option, and then they finally gave you like a third option where it had like basic base colors, like more basic darker colors, primary colors, and then they gave you the same option where you could put writing on the back. So I went ahead and did a custom Spider-Man Chicago 1 dunk, with a little bit of a lobster to add to like the first pair I had. So it took about a month to finally get here. I mean, it took a while, but I mean, it's worth it. So I got this shoe made. I wanted to say at the time, um, I believe it was like when the what shoe was dropping. I want to say it was like right when they had the drop for I want to say the Air Jordan 12s for the women's, the Brilliant Stars, the orange 12, and then they had the I think it was the Air Jordan I'm trying to think of what shoe came out around that time also. It was the Jordan 12, the women's. And then I think it was like another Jordan, but it wasn't so hype. It was just like a Jordan retro. Um, but it wasn't like a big deal. I think it was like the low top um breads, the low top black toe ones. Not the breads, but the black toe ones with the red and black colorway, and then the low top one elephant prints. So it was around that time I they gave you this option. So I went ahead and did mine, um, just to have for the collection for the whole Spider-Man kind of craze that was happening when the Spider-Verse came out, and then the dunks, the dunks, the everybody wants the dunks, so I did it for during that time. So as you can see, the box has, it says your customization. It shows a picture of your shoe, kind of like just like a picture of what it kind of looks like. My size. Um, the box looks good. The box hasn't been like. It looks like they didn't look at the shoe. It wasn't damaged. It wasn't looked at, or but a little bit of back story about the shoe. So it went to like Arkansas, it went to like China, it went to like different cities in my city before it finally reached to my destination. But it went like back and forth all over like different places. I don't know if they do that to verify or just to make sure the packaging is what's in there. But it finally came, and I kind of just wait for the shoe when I get notifications it's coming, just in case, you know, I don't miss it. But here's the shoe. We have the shoe. So a little bit of story behind my collecting. I kind of started when I was younger. When I was a younger kid, I started collecting Nikes. Um, I wasn't like really rich and wealthy, but my parents did have jobs, steady jobs, and they did work. They did provide. And I had a family, a huge family of brothers and sisters. So like getting a pair of shoes was like once every every 3 or 4 months we got like a new pair of shoes. But at the age I was in my generation, in my era, it was like the Michael Jordan era. It was like Michael Jordan was, you know, um, still like the rookie, and he didn't really like understand like his effect on sneakerheads or sneaker culture. So like me growing up, I knew he was like a basketball player, but I didn't grow up in the generation of following his years in college and knowing like he's gonna be somebody great. I just kind of grew up knowing Michael Jordan was like our idol and the greatest basketball player, the best basketball player. Everybody wanted to be like him. So I kind of grew up knowing about, um, this like um, sneaker he would wear or this shoe he would always be seen in, which was like a old Nike or old high top dunk. And I kind of just went off of that to try to like find shoes that related to um, him. But then later on in the years when the Jordans came out, like adults were wearing them, and I was still a kid. I was still like 13, and I didn't understand like these shoes they're wearing are crazy. Like these these are like weird shoes. Like we didn't have no option like that. We had like cartoon shoes, like shoes with like pictures of like cartoons on them, or like shoes with Velcro straps, and like we didn't have these crazy shoes that these adults were wearing until like my high school year, and then I started to kind of go back onto my roots of when I was a kid, and I was going to like stores to go buy my own shoes, like to Big Fives or like shoe stores or local mom and pops to find Nikes, and then I just kind of grew onto it. Then I started getting into Jordans as I got older, like in my teenage years, in my high school years. But yeah, that's how I started collecting, and so now I kind of just do it because I've been in it for so long that now it felt like the time was to get my hands on these shoes, or change the culture, or like change the you know the whole meaning of being a sneakerhead. So I kind of just figured this is the year to start saving my Jordans. Before I would just wear them to the ground, save them, throw them away, put them away, wear them to the ground, throw them away, give them away, or wear them out till they're just beat. Or just keep collecting, or just keep having new pairs every day. Like, but I figured that like after so many years, you finally figure like, okay, now you could just save them, collect them, because I'm older now, and I could just put them away and have them. And as far as collecting, I've probably had every damn shoe you could think of, like, or have seen or had a hold of, that I wanted in my life. But as far as like sneakerheads and people competing, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people out there that have rare shoes, but the shoes I pretty much collect are like pretty much you have to know, or they're rare. They're not your basic average shoe. I mean, I get them in your stores everywhere you can find them and see them, but I'm just the type of person that I know about them, so I just know, like, people don't know what I know. I mean, you could just watch my videos, and I explain pretty much shoes, and I kind of break this one down too to people, just kind of they can understand. But yeah, I've been doing it for years, so this was the year that I figured I might as well start saving them and kind of make history, I guess. Um, and being with the dunks, people are trying to bring them back, and I was into dunks, so I know what's what. I know the ups and downs, and I know like the whole backstory of it. So it was just like meant to be. But so this is a Nike ID. Basically, you can ID your own shoe, almost like your identification card. When you go to the DMV, they give you your own card that describes who you are. So this is basically kind of showing what you like, or your colors that you would put on a shoe. So they gave you this ID option. So I kind of just went with like the Spider-Man colors, I guess, because this year they came out with the Spider-Verse, and then the first, I believe it's the first Spider-Man Jordan that was released. I didn't get the one with all the texture on the Chicago one. I didn't get, but I did pick up the Spider-Man foam posits. which then I started to get into like that whole Spider-Man sneaker phase, and then I got like a hold of a blue pair. It was like a Spider-Man Spider-Verse blue. It was like a blue navy Jordan mid. They came out with the Air Force One. Then they came out with the one with the Chicago with the texture, and then they came out this year with the Spider-Verse Jordan 1, which was like very hard to get. And then I believe they came out with like a dunk. I believe they came out with a dunk and a couple of like Air Max trainers and stuff. But so I kind of just went off of the Spider-Verse movie or the Spider-Verse sneakers. And then I started collecting like different variations of the shoes. Like the guy was wearing the Prowler. If you're familiar with the movie, he was wearing like a pair of Jordan 1 high stash Nikes. I kind of chased those ones, the original colorway. And then I kind of chased like the female Gwen Stacy's pair like colorway. If like there was any possible colorway, I kind of chased that in the Jordan 1. And then I kind of just like went off of like different looks of different versions of pairs that came out and chased like versions that were similar or particular to that. So this one was the Spider-Man. I kind of wanted to just call this the like Spider-Man dunk or Spider-Man lobster ID dunk from the Spider-Verse movie. So I took like the base red from the from one of the colors of the shoe, just to define like a Chicago 1 low top colorway. Then I put like the white border line to just block off the Chicago colorway color blocking, and then I added another panel of white on the back for like the dunk, an infamous dunk I chase, that has a white border. This color, Nike stays away from it a lot in the back of the shoe, but it does eventually come out once in a while. But it's always color blocked in some way, but it always has that white. So it's very rare to see with different colorways. But I figured I'd put it on this just to make it a Chicago color blocking. Then I added the purple liner, you know, because Spider-Man purple, he always has those like mystical colors. So I put the purple liner, and then on the back I put sample, and then I put Spide for like Spider-Man, which is another feature they gave you, another hint. Then I went with the black gum bottom, being for like the lobster. So I wanted to do like a Chicago Spider-Man lobster colorway. Then I put like the blue speckled on the bottom, just to give it like that lobster look from the upper of the lobsters and the base. So you can see that it's very, very abstract in there in the gum bottom. And then they gave you an option for satin, recycled satin. So I went ahead and did a satin Tiffany color, which came out pretty clean for the swoosh sign and the back heel tab. So you got that Tiffany color from the Tiffany dunk. So I kind of based it on like more of a dunk look, because it is a dunk. So I put that Tiffany, and then I just went with the Tiffany color laces. So there you have it, the Nike Dunk ID Spider-Man Chicago lobster Tiffany colorways. Then I just went with your basic tongue tag logo. This is a premium leather. So there's the shoe. I want to try to do a video of all the shoes that are relating to the Spider-Verse movie that has came out recently, and ones that I have gotten a hold of, which I probably eventually will when I get time. But I have events coming up, so kind of just waiting. So the next pair I get is going to be pretty exclusive, and then I'll do a video on that pair. And if you just watch my videos, you keep seeing that I'm just like kind of chasing like Jordans and rare shoes. So if you want to see some rare shoes, just go on my YouTube, and you can see videos of different rare shoes.